Hi, it's Alicia from the Pretty Brown Eyed Reader. Today I'm coming with a book review. I will be reviewing Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah is the host of The Daily Show on Comedy Central. He is also South African, and he has brought his South African brand of comedy to The Daily Show. The show has lost some ratings from its predecessor, Jon Stewart, but Trevor does bring a different perspective to politics, especially that going on in America, because of his experience in South Africa. So, Trevor has penned a book called Born a Crime. The title of his book comes from being born during apartheid in South Africa, where it was illegal for blacks and whites to mix. So the fact that he has a black mother and a white father, he was essentially born a crime, hence the title of the book. The book is a very interesting memoir about his experience growing up. For me, the main things I've ever read about South Africa usually involve Nelson Mandela, Bishop Tutu, or Gandhi. I have never read an experience by someone who's considered the colored class, which Trevor is, because he is a mix of black and white. Also, Mandela and Tutu and Gandhi have different experiences than Trevor, because Trevor was born as apartheid was ending and so-called freedom was beginning for blacks and coloreds and whites for the most part in South Africa. The main thing that, as I was reading all about the different things that Trevor talks about his childhood, the thing that struck me most is his experience very much mirrors black people in America's experience. Many of the things he was saying were going on in South Africa, they really sound like what goes on in America, like high unemployment amongst black males. I'm like, well, that's here. Of course, the systematic racism that South Africa, as he talks about in the book, studied other countries and how to, so that they could perfect the racist systems of the world. And so they really did that. As far as his wittiness, some of it comes through on the page, but sometimes it's very matter of fact of this is what happened. And so I enjoy reading books about comedians, and usually you can see why they act and say the things that they do because of their experiences. And I can see why with him being not really black, not really white, in a totally separate class than anybody else in his family, I can see why he always felt like an outsider, so he could always be looking in on situations. So as a comedian, that's something that he could do. He could always be observing others. But you get to see that he didn't just wake up one day and say he wanted to be a comedian. He had some experiences that eventually got him to the point that he was on stage being a comedian. I would think that this book probably is not for someone that's looking for like someone to laugh or even commentary on current political situations. If you're very much interested in the South African culture, I think it would be a great book to read, because you get to see from the colored class. Of course, like comedians, that it would be a good book for you to read, as well as someone that wants to read about domestic violence, because he talks about his mother's experience of being in a marriage where her husband was abusive. So I encourage anyone to pick it out if this sounds like something that you might be interested in. Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Thanks for watching and have a great day.